Meteorologist Joe Bastardi with your Blank Industries weekly weather update. Boy, we weren't kidding around. This pattern's got a long way to go. Let's take a look by Tuesday morning. See a swath of snow. This is Monday into Monday night, extending from the upper Midwest into the mountains, and then we start getting serious in the northeastern part of the United States. Now, look, there's two scenarios here. There's one which resembles the ultimate storm around New York, the blizzard of '88. This is one of the models that shows it, the NAM 3 kilometer. The UK Met shows it, same kind of thing. And you can see what the surface map looks like, and it's very similar. There's a low right on the New England coast. All the upper energy dives in underneath like that. But there's a second scenario too. This is March 2001. I'll tell you, this was one of the darndest storms I've ever seen. I mean, you had a perfect upper air pattern, have the low coming up the coast the right way. There's the upper low actually diving in right where you would want it for the biggest snow you could get in New York City. Look at that surface map, and yet everything stayed to the north. I mean, it's a couple of inches, all right? And this is what the U.S. model is currently showing. So that's why you're seeing the forecast. Now, I'm torn between the two, all right? My initial impression from last week was to be a 2 to 4 inch storm in New York and heavy snow to the north. I still have that forecast out because I don't change with every single model run. But tomorrow and the next day, you're going to have to make a call, a final call. See, if you change once, then you bust once. You know, these guys that come out and there's 12 different model runs up to a storm and they're going back and forth. What we try to do is to say, hey, look, this pattern is going to do this and do that and get ready, okay? And then we'll hone in at the end. And listen, once you get to the last day of the storm, what's the good for me? The good of me is telling you 2 weeks ago, winter was more than that. From mid-February, winter was nowhere over, and it's nowhere over. We got 2 to 3 weeks of this still left. So we're tranquil. We get to Thursday morning, but Friday morning we've got another storm coming. This one is trying to cut to the lakes, and you see where it is for Saturday, right? And then there's some backlash comes through the lakes into the Northeast Sunday into Monday. It's not that big a deal. The temperatures this week, well, St. Patrick's Day. This week. Look at all that green. That means it's 8 to 12 below normal. Okay, all right. So leprechauns are going to have to bundle up this week. All right, uh, and next week is going to be cold and stormy too. All right, good. You got all that down. I'm glad. Pay close attention to your daily alerts. Let's hone in on this stuff, okay? But the big picture is we've got another 2 to 3 weeks of this coming. And this is going to be a heck of a storm in the Northeast. It's going to be blowing and drifting. It's going to be power outages. You say, well, wait a minute. Is this dry snow? Part of the snow is going to be dry. Part of it's going to be wet. Winds are going to be gusted 30, 40 miles an hour out of the Northeast. Guess what's going to happen? Remember what happened in Michigan the other night? All right, good. That's it for now. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.